Hello and welcome to Axolotl. This is another visual novel that I'll be diving into today. I don't really know much about this, so I'm going into this pretty much totally blind, as I do with most games, but yeah. All I know is that this is a game about axolotls, which seems like a cute game, so yeah, let's start a new game. Act 1, Axie the Axolotl. Oh god, this is so loud. Oh, look at them, they're adorable. Oh, hiya folks. I just got an achievement for starting out the game. Good. Hiya. Welcome one and all, big and small. This is the tank. Thanks for stopping by. But wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to keep tradition first and foremost. So allow me to introduce him. Yep, that's right you guys, I'm talking about him. The star of the show. Once so famous he is known by many names. Your beloved, magnificent host for the day. It's me! Okay, I thought I was going to be smart and try to introduce me, the actual player, the OP of the story, and I'd get to create my little name and whatnot. But, oh well, I guess it's him. Axie the Axolotl. No flash photography or autographs, please. You're new here, huh? Well then, let's get down to business. Or rather, a better word is pleasure. This is my corner. Okay, the greatest, coziest, most excellent place in the whole entire take. Really lucked out coming here first, huh? If any of you start experiencing any feelings of freezing at any point in time, well, that's because of me. You're welcome. My corner ain't the only corner in this tank either. Stick with me and you'll see all sorts of interesting fixtures and meet all kinds of bizarre folk. Like, for example, did you know this tank has its very own egghead? Just thinking about that stuffy old egghead with his boring old lab, thinking about that guy makes me chuckle the biggest chuckle, let me tell ya. Thinks he's so cool, brags about his super sick lab all the time, that I say, a billion times over. Even though I've never personally seen the lab with my own 2 eyes, I know in my heart that nothing could ever measure up to this corner of the tank. We like it simple here. And simple is the best after all. That's what my 6th grade maths teacher used to say. It was basically her catchphrase. Oh man, I wonder who we see today. Every possibility of the world is right at our fingertips. Also, don't know how I feel about you vibrating there, or wiggling away. Might run into Lana, Liam, or Ink, or even the aforementioned Egghead. Who will we see? Yeah, just between you and me, the one I want to see the most is Lana. That way, I can finally show him my new and improved somersault. You know what? I can feel it in my bones. Today is bound to be an incredible treasure chest full of fun and adventure. To keep up with his racing mind, Axie starts doing complicated twirls. Calm yourself down, my boy. Calm. Never going to be able to impress her. Oh great, you can change colours like a chameleon. You're cool as a cucumber, baby. I see he stuck his head back and tried to act as awesome as he possibly could. It didn't work. He is about as uncool as an aquatic creature could possibly be. Oh boy, here I come, Lana. Swam off in a random direction. Had to run into it quickly. Well, that was interesting. Ooh, you're not looking too good there. Bit down the dumps, are you? Not long before I actually came across one of his friends. tank was, after all, not very large in size. Oh, well, is it my pal Ink? So natural that we run into each other so early, huh? Ah, isn't it nice out? Also noticed that, down here they've, done some tallying. Yeah. I can hear some wonderful tunes in my head, and the water is so cool and comfortable. It's a reflection on how I feel today. Oh, you're actually still alive. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were still alive or not. Why do I get the feeling that yeah, this is gonna end up person taking care of these axolotls is mistreating them in some way? Because I mean, this is kind of a very dirty tank, and yeah. Anyway, what is it, Ink? I know you want to play a game, don't you? I mean, games are fun. I'm a little busy trying to find Lana right now. Maybe we could hang out later, though. No. God, you fucking annoying moron. Oh, great. It's one of these games. Every single goddamn day, like fucking clockwork. Don't get it. Why do you even have so much trouble remembering what I tell you? Are you that much of an idiot? Must be. You know, I was just about to go pay Liam a visit. That piece of garbage. But then, of course, Axie the arsehole just had to come along and make my shitty day even shittier. What do you mean, buddy? Buddy? Do you really want me to go over this again? Listen, Axie, I don't like you. I'm fairly confident that I never will. Well, why not? I just want to contribute positively to your life, my man. Hey, if we become friends, I'll even teach you my world-famous somersault. Wouldn't that be something? Axie performed his best somersault, ending with a flourish. You think we could be friends, huh? Well, when you put it like that... Say, Axie, could you do me one small favor first? You know, for your new pal... Kill yourself. Serious. Ram your head into the corner of the tank. It's right over there, you know. There's one contribution you can make to my miserable life. It's that. Now, if you excuse me, I've had enough of your degeneracy. Other salamanders to fry. Possible as it may seem, someone in this tank is more worthless than you. How's that for a laugh? Someone whose time is running out quickly. Please, this time think carefully about my advice. You're ever ready to kill yourself. I'll always be ready to help you out. Ink swam off in another direction, golfing as he went loudly, leaving poor Axie alone. Well, that turned very quickly to that. Actually, took a moment. He looked at himself in the reflection of the nearby glass. Wow, that guy sure is a grouch. Like how you're so positive about that interaction. Definitely don't like it, and it's very ominous and very threatening. Can't wait to see what the other axolotls are like. Also just noticed over here there's a mark on the glass. It's cracked, and so that's just what is it, strawberry jam or maybe ketchup on there? I hope. Anyway, I guess it'll be up to me in the future for ungratifying him, huh? Alright, enough of this flub. Nana, it's finally time to find her and impress the living heck out of her. I can sign off happily, the previous conversation already fading from memory. Well, wish I could fade from my memory. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a ominous transition into the title screen. Well then. Wait, are we gonna get anime intro scene? Sure as hell sounds like it. Welcome to my territory. I see you've already met some of my minions. Oh, this is an entity outside of the axolotl tank, I guess? Log is now available in whatever that word is. So here, not the clicking out thine mouse. Still, though, don't get used to the conversation like this. This is the only time you and I will talk directly. Huh. Interesting. Wonder who this person is. If you'd like to get thanked at the very end, please give me your name. Or perhaps a nickname. Huh, okay. Hey, we get to do this. Okay, my full thing of red shirt won't fit, so we'll just say red for now. Been waiting for you for a long time, Red. Well then, Red, won't keep you. Please believe in my territory and watch over my minions. Okay, will do. If I don't fucking die in the process. Also just noticed Little Mouse here has a RB on it. Anyway, now just where in the heck would Lana be? Oh boy, I can't wait to see what she'll think of my new moves. Press S to somersault when prompted. Oh, okay, we actually get to use our keyboard. Oh, there we go. Whee! Actually performed an almost flawless somersault. Been getting closer and closer to his goal, finally having his hand touch his tail mid-spin. That's right, I'm the coolest. Bar none. There has never been a cooler being in the history of all mankind. And there never will be. Mind my words, peasants. Oh hey! Well, look who decided to show up. Oh, it's Egghead. It's the Egghead. My man. The one with the plainest plans. True to his nature, Neo has his usual no muss, no fuss face on. At least this guy isn't creepy looking, unlike, Ank. Yeah, but unlike Ank, Neo wasn't scary. He was the biggest Egghead actually knew, though. Oh yeah. This is perfect timing, my man. I've been looking for you all the long... Okay, let me try that again. Been looking for you all the live-long morning. If you don't mind, I'd really like for you to come with me to the void. Oh great, there's a void in this area. I'm sure nothing ominous is about to happen. Well, but Lana, I was just about to go see her, you know. That can wait, right? Look, knowing me, I'm on the brink of something utterly mind-shattering. You said I could always count on you. For anything, remember? Well, you're my best bud after all. But are you sure it can't wait until later? I was just about to show Lana my new trick and then she'll have to go on a date with me. And on that date, I'm gonna show her that thing. That I'm the coolest Axie who ever graced this tank here. Or even the world. Alright, I'll play along with you for a bit, Axie. Let's say that Lana does agree to go on a date with you. Where do you plan on taking her? Last time I checked, there aren't any primo date spots around the desolate tank of ours. Exactly, ADK. That's why I think it's prominent we build a mini golf course here ASAP. Look at all the free real estate. Could you imagine? It would be the perfect night. Me being your pasty butt at mini golf and arcade games on a moonlit evening? Well, first of all, Axie, there is no visible moon from the inside of the tank. And secondly, it's common knowledge that I'd kick your butt 12 ways sideways if we had any form of competition against each other. Really. If you're asking Lana on a date, you should take her somewhere nice, right? Axie looked at Neo thoughtfully. Well, why would I need to take her on somewhere in the first place? All I want is to become buds and hang out with her, just like you and I do. Wait, hold up, let me get this straight. You don't want to become romantically involved with her? These past few days, do you even know what you've been saying? Well, I mean, I do love her as a friend, but I don't need any of these cheesy mumbo-jumbo that you're talking about. I do have a very, very strong urge to spend more time with her, though. As soon as possible. You might want to let her know your definition of a date the next time you two talk. She could get the wrong idea. I did. Well, anyway, it's getting late. Just follow me, alright? Sure, nothing bad will happen at this void place. Catch me if you can, loser. I just swam in front of Neo, showing us some of his super cool tricks. Jeez. Much as I hate to admit it, the tank would be a lot less colourful without your idiocy. It'd be a lot less colourful without you too, you know. You're the only blue guy. A bit of Axie grey stupidity is exactly what I needed to hear this morning. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a mood. Yeah, everybody seems to be in a bit of a mood today. Huh? Why is that, kid? I don't think I slept well last night is all. You know, research has been stressing me out quite a bit lately and... Hey, Axie, focus a little for me, alright? Alright, focus. Focusing is for boring people. Those who would rather wash their lab coats than swim a mile naked. Huh? You lost me once again. It might do you a bit of good to slow down every once in a while. Well, you know, on the other hand, maybe you can let loose a little more, egghead. I bet it would do wonders for your complexion. What's wrong with my complexion? I do agree with your sentiment though. I think it's a great idea to try and improve ourselves in any way we can. Okay, man, we're almost to the void. When we get here, I don't want you wandering off and talking to yourself again. Alright. It's a little creepy when you do that. Was not expecting this to be the, void. The fuck is this? And why is it in a fish tank of all things? Here, when I was thinking of, like, the void, I was thinking it was just gonna be a pitch black area of the tank, not an actual thing. Alright, now that we lost the stuffy old egghead, get ready, y'all. Because the next stop to our tour of the tank is the world-famous void. Standing approximately 700 feet taller than the biggest fictional structure you can imagine, weighing over 10 trillion pounds, here it is. Of course, the void might look intimidating on the outside, but isn't it quite pretty as well? Get the feeling, that void is just as dark as this game is gonna get. Not as pretty as my corner, you know, but in the right light it looks kind of nice. The void isn't just a overlook it either. There's another very important function for us axolotls. Presents. Presents. That's right, every single day the void presents us commoners with a random gift. But I wouldn't get too excited if I were you. Normally the presents are boring stuff. Books and blocks of dirt. Junk like that. Personally, I've been waiting very patiently for the day that the void finally gives us peanut butter sandwiches. Can you imagine how beautiful that day will be? Well, that's it. That's the void in a nutshell. Think it's pretty cool, but oh man is that egghead obsessed with it. He even told us that he built the lab close to the void for optimism research accessibility. Man, how is that egghead such a gosh darn egghead? What a humongous dork. Anyway, after a perfect day of hanging out with the perfect girl, this is the perfect place to wind down, don't you think? Just listen. The whirring, spinning sound that the void makes is absolutely breathtaking. It's a wonderful sound. Okay, well, unfortunately I can't hear it over this very cheery music that seems to accompany you, so which strikes inspiration into my heart, right into the deepest depths of my soul. Inspiration to impress Lana, to write poems about her loveliness. Oh, Lana would be my mama. Oh, Lana, you're like freshly washed linen before the diarrhea. If he heard something like that, he'd probably call me that, what was the word? Degenerate thing again, I think. There you are, egghead. We must have lost each other. This is not the time for goofing off, Axie. Void is about to give us our item for the day. His face always lit up at the sound of the void. Look, lately, all we've gotten from the void are materials, and necessary for expanding the lab, of course. But today, well, I'm hoping for something a little more sustainable. Maybe even with something a bit fun. Peanut butter, and maybe even jelly. Perhaps today, the void will give us another clue as to what might be outside the tank. Psh, outside the tank? Outside the smack? Boring. Told you this before, Axie. My research regarding the void is very important. You have to be ready, because whatever the void's true purpose may be, it has the potential to change our lives forever. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't fucking break the tank. Firemen started rallying dreadfully. My old nemesis, the void. You dare to challenge me yet again? Can feel the excitement. Can't you, Axie? That sweet scent of a new item coming to us, and the beautiful research that follows. There's no feeling like it truly. If you think I'll be lulled into a secret sense of security, then you're sadly mistaken, Mr. Void. Axie, this isn't a dragon butt sea fight. You can use your imagination to be cute later. This is serious. You call me cute. Oh, Neo. I love you too, man. No, Axie, get away. I don't need another hug. Just brace yourself. Try not to be swept away by the currents after this blast. It would be a bother to find you again. Strong shockwave thrashed them both lightly in different directions. Hopefully not into the void. Guess what? We don't know what will happen if one of them goes in. While Neo kept his eye on the apex of the blast, Axie swayed slightly aimlessly with a smile on his face. These daily roller coasters are always so much fun. After a while, lightning crackled less. The currents normalized, and eventually the storm subsided. You saw an item that had spawned from the side of the void, floating freely in the clear water. Moved his scrawny arms towards it. Oh, he can show off the freaking... Hell yeah! Actually did a cool somersault and followed. Oh, really? After all that? All that for another boring old book, huh? Excellent, I was right. Another book to add to the collection. Thank you, O wonderful God of the Void, for this blessing. Actually took another quick glance at the cover. Okay, not ominous at all. Everything. My discovery of the Ryokoshi, the world's oldest and deadliest civilization. Written by Dr. Gatz. Huh, never seen that word before. Ryokoshi. Must be a human thing, I guess. Man, when you said something fun was gonna come out, I got kind of excited there for a second. But of course it's just another one of those boring detective novels you love so much. I don't think so, actually. This isn't detective fiction. Back cover tells me that this is a journal. Let's see. A journal about an ancient tribe called the Ryokoshi, and a teacher who disappeared mysteriously while researching them. It's handwritten inside. Could it be a non-fiction account of some sort? Well, I'll have to give it a closer look a little later. How peculiar indeed. And hey, heard what you just said. Detective novels aren't boring, they're the best. Psh, call me when your cool book comes out. Like the definitive guide to doing the ultimate somersault to impress Lana. Written by the writers of all the dudes. Actually the Axolotl. No, then the others might get some of my coolness and steal away Lana. Like that could ever happen. I'm also wondering how these books stay dry in the tank. Unless that's the work of the void, maybe. But anyway, shouldn't question it. I feel sorry for whoever had to take care of you growing up. Wait a second, just realized what you said. Great job, Axie. Very impressed. Of course you are. I'm the incredible Axie. But really, what did I say, egghead? You called yourself an axolotl. That's what we are. At least that's what we resemble. Oh, huh. I thought that was just my title. Axie the Axolotl. Like a knight or something. Do you remember the book that came in about a week ago? A comprehensive guide and a study of axolotl biology. Nope. Not ringing any bells. Sorry, bro. Well, you were there when it appeared. Why don't we refresh your memory? Let's head into the lab. Ooh, yeah, we get to go into the lab. Hell yeah. A lab? Really? For reals? I get to see the lab? Finally. And down we go. Oh, so it's this little strange building then. Despite paying near many visits, I actually hadn't ever set foot in the lab. He couldn't even imagine what the inside looked like, although he had seen the outside a couple of times now since the construction had finished. Briefly thought of building a house of his own in his corner, but quickly decided it'd be a waste of time. Welcome to my lair, Axie. Do we get to see, or...? Hey, here we go. Oh boy! Hey kid, do you realize what you have here? Lab is the epitome of awesome. Dude, Just look at all this crazy cool stuff. Alright, Egghead, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a wondrous scenario for a second. Biggest and baddest party the tank has ever had, right here in this very lab. Strobe lights, or you can eat peanut butter. It works. Of course, we had a somersault competition with yours truly as the honorable judge. My lab is pretty great, isn't it? But no, I will not allow any parties in here. Hey, what are those weird looking books on the top row? Actually looked over at the bookshelf Nia had constructed for himself. The void has been very generous with regards to good reading material. Yo, Egghead, have you ever considered cleaning your floor? It's pretty messy. Hey, over here. Is this a TV guide? Complete with promotional candy too? Wowee! And what's with these engraved letters? SKGRRMIAKMDG. And on the second row, one of your detective novels. A Banquet of Gluttony, run by Robert Niles. Wow. This bookshelf is an enigma, if I've ever seen one. It boggles the mind that something could be so interesting and boring at the same time. Actually, the bookshelf can wait. But you know what can't wait? Lana, right? You're so predictable. Can you stop talking about her all the time? Driving me insane. Besides, she wouldn't date you even if you were the last axolotl in the tank. But she might be one day if you don't stop talking about her every second. Shock. Sorry. That was rude of me. I didn't mean to offend you. For my sanity, just try not to mention it until our conversation is done, alright? Actually pouted grumpily. Nia readied himself. Finally, Doofus would listen to what he had to say. He had to approach the topic gradually. So, about this book. Held up a comprehensive guide and study of axolotl biology. You and me, Lana, and even that madman Liam. Like I told you, we're all these creatures that humans have dubbed axolotls. Remember 5 minutes ago? I know that. So what? Well, I've done a little bit more research since the last time we talked. I'd like you to take a closer look at the cover of this book, actually. Tell me, does something look odd to you? At a second glance, the creature on the page looked like he had emerged from a completely different world from everything Axie had known. And that caught his attention. This guy doesn't really look like you. Or me neither. I mean, we're similar, but that's right. According to this book, axolotls are actually a pretty unique species in the human world. We're under the classification of something called an amphibian. Amphibians are cold-blooded creatures that can breathe in and out of water. Axolotls specifically are known for their regenerative powers and rarity. This book says that humans believe that wild axolotls were extinct for almost a century until a scientist discovered a few swimming in a Mexican river in the 1990s. Wait, so they were almost thought to be extinct back until that recently? Man, I thought it would have been way later, because like I remember seeing my nan had a couple of axolotls as pets, like growing up. And this was like late 90s, early 2000s, so didn't realize it would be that recent. Wait, let's back up a second. Yeah, when you say human, what is that really? That other thing you said, a Mexican river? And something called a 1990s? What could that be? Gotta slow down for the poor old accent here. Or are you down so far as big mumbo jumbo? That's the thing, man. Gonna need you to go along with me on this. Every book that has arrived here from the void has irrefutable evidence that an entire world exists beyond the confines of this tank. Dun dun dun. I must speak carefully. Made a promise to not mention certain things, but please just think about it for a second. We know all sorts of weird stuff that nobody ever taught us. We were both born here with inherent knowledge, something that we're using to communicate with each other right now. No basic social dynamics. We have emotions and feelings. What if we could remember even more? Call me crazy, but my hypothesis is that our knowledge of these incomprehensible things, they're relics of something else, inklings of another life in another world, lives that we all led before coming to the tank a month ago. What do you think of that possibility, Axie? Wow, I don't know. That's a lot to take in, Egghead. Another world? Another life? Why would we need something like that? Tech is the perfect world and it allows us to live perfect lives. Maybe that's what they're trying to make you believe. It's got me, the coolest dude in the world. You the best bud of the coolest dude in the world? And of course, it's got Lana too. We don't need to go anywhere else. We don't need anything else. Do you think there could be more to life than what you see around you? Don't you feel limited by the resources we have here? 4 walls. Only the 5 of us will inhabit our small space. As far as I'm aware, we're trapped in here. We couldn't leave even if we wanted. And aside from the items that come through the void, this place is stagnant, barren, boring even. Neo, you should get used to life in here. I can't. I even started counting the days. My count has us at 30. That's only a month we've been occupying the same living space. Not to say that this has been a bad month. Some of the antics have amused me a number of times. Oh, but do you mean it? By talking with each other right now, that proves that we're sentient. But according to the literature I've been consuming, no other creature on Earth has the ability to speak to each other in the manner we are right now. That includes axolotls, of course. Which means we aren't exactly playing by the same rules as this other world. Axie was confused. So, what rules are we playing by then? We're phenomena. In that other world, everything about us would be undefined. Probably even supernatural. For example, one book taught me not to get things wet or they won't be readable. But these books seem in perfect order even though we're underwater. And I haven't even gotten started on our lack of nutrition. Axolotls, like every living organism, take in energy from outside sources. Food. The nutrients of that food then gets converted to vitamins, neurotransmitters and other useful things that make up organic matter. And of course, the body creates waste out that excess energy, fecal matter. Oh, well, poop. In an ideal aquatic environment, the bacteria from the poop breaks down, then goes through something called the nitrogen cycle. This brings me to a question. Do you know what food is? Actually, he loves peanut butter. Exactly. I know what food is too, but as far as I know, I've never had any. But even though I know about food, I don't know where I would have learned about the concept. It's in this same way I know that there's more to our existence, something that took place somewhere beyond our current understanding. When you think about it, there's gotta be more to life than an empty tank filled with plants and rocks, right? It's quite obvious the void, our tank, and this other world that the books mention are connected. Whoa. You're tripping me out, dude. I know you're honest to a fault, Axie, and that you'd tell me if you had any connection to the outside world. If I had to guess, deep down, there might be a secret knowledge of that world in you too. Can't be the only one to be born with that feeling, that something is missing, that feeling of wanting to go home. Others as well. They must have secret knowledge of that world too. But the real question is, how do we get back to this Earth I hear so much about in these books? And whether you like it or not, actually, I think it could be a big factor in achieving that goal. I mean, have you tried going through the void or sending stuff back through the void instead of receiving stuff? Look, I know I'm the coolest, but what do you mean? Like I'm the chosen one or something? What can I do that you can't? Do you remember the first day we all met? It was in the middle of the tank. We all emerged from the void at the same time. That's all I remember. For a good long while, we sat there dazed and confused, not speaking a word. Next thing I remember, I was pursuing this journal I spawned with. Then I looked around, saw Ink yelling at Liam about something. The only word I could make out from their conversation was shithead, I think, and then he was gone. More time passed, and eventually Liam, who looked mighty disoriented, sped off to curl up under the rock he's been hiding under this whole time. Within minutes, you and Lana hadn't laughed, but eventually Lana decided to leave to check up on Liam, and you followed. But I, like the rest of you, I was drawn back to the void. One of the first things I did when everyone left was touch it. My instincts were on point. Void was amazing as I expected. But I knew from the moment I touched it, Void was also incredibly dangerous. Those few moments I felt like Hades himself had reached out his hand to take me away. It burned so badly. Now I don't just mean externally either. Seems weird for a scientist to say, but it feels like it burns somewhere else too. Somewhere deep inside me, threatening to. I'm afraid if I were to touch that void again, I'd fade out of existence. Well, that's kind of ominous. So we at least know they actually did try to touch it, so going through it is a no-go then. Void is an anomaly and a menace. However, it's also amazing. So it's a wonder. Need to learn more. Basically, the void makes my heart soar in the same sort of way yours must soar for Lana. Do you understand? I actually understood that comparison well. So, that's why I built my home around it. I guess the void is pretty neat. If you're not annoying Lana in her corner, the void is just about the only place I ever see you. In fact, most nights, my gaze eventually floats over to you, staring at the void from a distance. Yeah, well, you're the one who loves it so much. Touché. You never answered me. If the void burns your soul away, what can I possibly do? Do you want me to touch it? That's me, Neo. In a way, I need you to cooperate with me. I wanted to do a little test and see if it really would burn me again. And a few cycles ago, I decided to do just that. There was a tiny dark black spot on his leg where he should have had a colour. It wasn't noticeable unless pointed out. I experimented on myself, and now I need another specimen. I actually saw a crazed look in Neo's eyes. A look of wanting. A look of desire. Neo, you're starting to scare me, my dude. I mean, what's so cool about that dumb old void anyway? I've read my fair share of history, and some of the greatest advances in science have come at a great cost. And today, you are the cost. Need something from you. Your flesh. Okay, all these guys seem to be fucked up in their own little way. Yeah, creep closer. And the ones at eggheads seem giant and scary. Yeah, brandished a sharp piece of wood. That really did hurt. I don't like how cheering up it just turned back into after that's all that. It really did hurt. Warn me first. Oh, come on. Couldn't have been that bad. Like I told you, we got amazing regeneration abilities, enough to regrow limbs, enough to regrow parts of our brain, even. A tiny piece of flesh doesn't matter. I actually looked over at his back where Neo had sliced the smallest bit of skin off. Like his own burn, it wasn't really noticeable. You know, that really wasn't something you should do to the coolest dude in the tank. Oh, sue me, oaf. Well, I'll have to test this on the void a bit later. There are preliminary measures I have to do first. Cataloging the measurements, colour, and all that. Right now, though, I think I'm going to take a look at that weird book that came from the void earlier. Our business is done here, Axie. Thanks for listening to my hypothesis. And thanks for your flesh, too. So, Neo, can I? He sighed, yet there was the hint of a grin on his face. Go get him, Tiger. Lana, I've been yearning for you all day. You know, Axie, you should really consider getting some other hobbies. Axie couldn't even hear him in his excitement. Tonight's gonna be the night. Get ready to be doubted by my amazing somersault. You keep that up, she'll dazzle you right in the face. Axie didn't notice that last quip. He pushed himself out of the door so quickly that the bubbles his feet made remained long after. Neo was left alone again, eager to continue his day's work. I hope you don't get your definition of a date, Axie. 'Cause things are about to change. We aren't going to stay here forever. Not if I have anything to say about it. Not ominous at all. Everybody seems to have their agenda about this tank or whatever. Woohoo! Axis scuttled the space with a spring in his swim, doing backflips excitedly with every chance he got. Nothing that happened today mattered at all. All that mattered was that he was about to see Lana. Sure, it had only been a few days since he'd last seen her, but that wasn't entirely too long. Of course, in his excitement, Axis swam along in any given direction. At this rate, he would run into someone who wasn't Lana again. Needed to do what Neo always told him. Needed to focus. But then again, the tank wasn't very big. Eventually, he would have to find her. Lana. He finally saw a lovely figure, but it was in somewhat of an unexpected place. Liam's rock. Huh. Well, those two are neighbours after all. In any case, it's time to barge in. I'm sure she'll be overjoyed to see me. I don't like the noises. As I soon got closer, heard a scared whimper and some strange off-putting noises. Peered in curiously. For a little while there was no conversation, but eventually Liam started speaking in a hushed voice. It's here. Again. Ow, my eyes. Do you mind? Do you bloody mind? I don't need to be fucking flashbanged. Can you feel how thin the air is? That's a telltale sign that it's watching us. You talking about me, or that thing is closer to us now than it has been in a while? Please, just tell me you can feel it too, Lana. I know I'm crazy, but this thing is real, I promise. I don't get it. What does it want? Is it somehow attracted to my suffering?
Hey, it's going to be okay.
You don't mean ink, do you? It's gone now. Why don't we just try to relax together? Remember the deep breathing exercise I taught you earlier? Oh, what the oh, I don't fucking like that. So gross. I'm not talking about ink. It's the eye. Same eye that's been watching me these past few days. Right now, pressed up against the glass, staring at us, at me. I don't know why, but it wants me. I know what hallucinations are like, and this is unlike anything I've ever experienced. I've been in pain the entire time I've been in this tank, but the eye, I feel like it must thrive on that pain, to be watching me so intently. Can you really, truly not feel anything? I'm afraid it might want to get you too, after it's done with me, Lana. Hey, remember, even if it seems scary, I'm here for you, Liam. I don't see anything, though. So, when am I going to finally be able to leave this prison? The tank isn't a prison. It's our home. No, you're right. It would be wrong of me to blame the tank for any of this. It's probably not that bad here. Not really. Not completely. It's just this stupid body of mine. Always in pain. Or extreme discomfort. I can't stand this place because it's where I am right now. And I wish that I wasn't so frightened. Lately I'm scared of everything. Even my own shadow. And the eye stares at me. Like a spectre in the night. Its bloodthirsty gaze centered on me like a hawk. Feeding off my despair. I just wanted to leave all of us alone. Liam coughed 3 times in a row, followed by 3 hiccups. His stomach popped after each hiccup. Looked quite painful to Lana. But what I'm scared of most of all, regardless of my sanity or health, is not just for me, but what that thing, what the eye might do to you. You've been so kind to me, and it might take you with us when it finally comes to take me away. I don't think I can handle that after all you've done for me lately. Oh, Liam. There's nothing to be scared of right now. It's just me and you in here. And don't worry about me. I don't like to brag, but I can take care of myself just fine. If push comes to shove, I'd like you to focus on resting. You've been fidgeting all day. Whenever I woke up throughout the night, there you were, moaning and shaking. It's no way to live. So if you can, I'd like you to get some rest right now. Oh, okay. I'll try. Thanks, Lana. And I kind of feel bad for Liam. I noticed him trying to close his eyes, but after a few seconds he was bolted awake, wincing, shaking, and gasping for breath. Was it an anxiety attack from this eye that caused his jolting? Was it some sort of pain in his body? Was he having breathing problems again? Lana thought it was likely a combination of all these things. Could you tell me one thing? Just how much does it hurt right now? The immediate response to that was a sigh. When I get up, my heart beats so loud that it exhausts me, threatening me into a stupor. Every time I move, I feel my body falling apart. So I can't swim. When I lay down, I have this constant, unending throat pain, which makes it hard to breathe. But it's all connected. The stabbing stomach pain I have on my left side is connected to the throat pain. It has to be. Also, if you're not here to guide me in a conversation, I can't concentrate. And well, my memory fades away quickly. Well, this is too much, isn't it? Have I reached the threshold where I'm just blatantly whining yet? If this keeps up, I'll become the crotchety old man telling kids to get off his lawn. Oh, poor Liam. I shook her head. No matter what Liam was feeling, it was obvious he was in some sort of terror. If venting helped him in any way whatsoever, well, then she wanted him to vent his heart out. You know, what he said a bit ago reminded me of a hallucination I had earlier. This one wasn't like the eye. I knew it wasn't real. In the hallucination, there were a bunch of people in white coats, and they were asking me a single question. What scale is your pain? They said the scale was from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. God, I hate that question so much. Wondering if he's remembering what it was like before they came through the void. Scale doesn't make any sense. You can't quantify or compare pain. It's just not right. Lana sighed under her breath. Sleep deprivation. And he, whatever that is, going mad. In what way can you quantify those? Hey there. So, all counts, pain is pain. But like I said before, you can't focus on it. It's not healthy. Let's just try to calm down and relax. Find your center. My center, huh? No offense, but my problems are a little more complicated than just trying to find your center. I'm just trying to help. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. I'll try the breathing exercise you taught me. And thanks for listening to all my whining. Don't worry, it's perfectly understandable. Whine all you like. If it were me who was in pain, then I'd want someone to listen to me too. So I get it. And you might not think so, but you do have the capacity to beat this. Thanks. You don't know how much I appreciate that. There were token words he knew, but they didn't mean a lot to him. Liam really did appreciate how kind and selfless Lana had been to him lately. He also knew that she couldn't be around him all the time. She had to go see Neo, or actually do something on her own. She talked to him all the time about a decorating project that she'd began in her corner, using plants. Wanted to finish it. But he really needed someone to be there all the time. He'd reached the point where each and every moment was a nightmare from hell. His body was constantly in some sort of pain, and constantly in the flight or fight response. He was scared of the progressive brain damage that was likely happening in his head. He was scared of completely losing his memory and personality in the future. He was scared of this reality staying permanent. Lana. Liam didn't want to say it, but she came closer to where he was huddled and as if in his mind. No worries, just try your best to relax. And even if it's hard, even if it's impossible, I don't blame you. And then she took her hand and touched him lightly on the back. It was an innocent touch, but for Liam, the feel of another's physical kindness was something he felt like he had yearned for far before entering the tank. She stood there, to him like a beacon of hope, caressing him lightly and kindly. He was still scared. He was still frightened. He still had body pain. He still had the feeling he was going to go insane. But the touch made things a little better, at least for a single moment. Outside still stood Axie, watching quietly. He hadn't heard every word correctly, but he had seen every action of the last few minutes. He was muttering to himself. Uh-oh. Is Axie gonna go fucking crazy and go on a killing spree or something? Liam? Why are you alone with Lana? Why? Do you guys normally do this sort of thing? So Lana goes to see him, but she hasn't gone to see me in at least a few days. Okay, it's okay. You know you're the coolest dude in the history of ever, Axie. Just go in there and woo her like usual. Somehow this was incredibly nerve-wracking for the normally fearless Axie, but went in anyway. It's probably not really the most appropriate time, but... Oh, hey, muchachos. How you doing? They both looked up. Liam looked partially startled. Oh, Axie. Hey, what's up? Nothing, just swimming around doing my cool new thing, and I happened to be in the area. Seemed like the perfect time for a visit. What were you guys doing? Axie, do you mind if we talk in private? Of course not. Let's go. The way Lana had phrased that was strange, but Axie still felt good knowing she wanted to talk to him alone. Once outside, Lana seemed to shine in the bright rays of the tank. Yo, Lana. Before we talk, you want to see something absolutely mind-shattering? Okay, looks like we're doing it. Whee! Not waiting for a response, Axie spun around and performed an amazing somersault, just like he'd practiced the previous morning. He executed it nearly perfectly, but his hands were still an inch short of touching his tail, mid-spin. What do you think about that? It was nice, Axie. You practiced really hard, huh? Good work. I try. Oh, you know how I do. Axie knew she was so impressed that it was hard to put her thoughts accurately into words. But hey, we're gonna talk about something serious. I don't know how often you see or visit Liam, but his rock is on my side of the tank, so it's a lot easier for me to see the situation clearly. Axie, he is in a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Sometimes the suffering seems so horrible that I can't even imagine it's real. Once in a while, he'll have a calm moment, but most of the time it's horrible screaming, gasp moans of agony. It's almost like he's fighting something on multiple levels, physically and mentally. It's gone to the point where he has these delusions that someone or something is watching every move he makes. Not only that, but Ank is a huge jerk to him. Comes over frequently to antagonize him, tormenting him in any way he can. Had to drag the information out of Liam because he didn't seem to want to talk about it. But apparently the things Ank says to him are devastating. If it's Ank, I can actually believe that. Something has to be done. Just the other day, I was doing my usual morning routine, getting the plants ready, looking over the previous day's work. But then I heard poor Liam moaning from a distance. When I arrived, he was in a miserable state, crying, gasping for breath against the edge of his rock, unable to move to a comfortable position without my help. And so, well, I've been with him since. Oh, wow. I never really see that guy come out. But man, that's a real stinker. What do you think is going on? I have no idea, but I know it's bad. Really bad. I also know that I have to do something before it's too late. Too late? What do you mean? Actually, Liam told me how much pain he's in. I don't know if he has a disease or what, but he's in really bad shape. And I'm afraid he might. Trade off and didn't finish his sentence. Actually wondered what could possibly happen, but he couldn't think of anything that bad. I mean, Ax's always just got the positive thoughts only, and yeah. Ax knew what death was, but it didn't seem possible in the tank. Like Nia said, they didn't even need to eat or go to the bathroom in here. They were playing by different rules. So, in what way can we help? I'm not completely sure yet. I've been thinking about possible solutions all day. There's so many problems though. First, we gotta get him out of pain. Prove his quality of life. Next, I gotta convince him that there's no eye glued up against the outside of the tank, or whatever's watching us. That's more or less all he's been focused on today. And it would really help if Ink stopped coming by to scare him and make fun of him. Liam didn't say, but I suspect Ink has been starting to get physical as well. I'm sure if we get rid of the bully, his situation should improve a bit. That guy must be something truly wrong with him. Picking on someone in such an awful state. But first things first. Stopping his pain. The only one I can think of to ask for advice is Neo. He is almost as much of a hermit as Liam is, so we haven't seen each other much lately. But he's smart. Maybe he'll have an idea. It's worth a try. Want me to come with you? Against my bud. I actually just left his pad. That would be nice. But what if something happens while we're gone? What if Ink comes around to torment him again? Would you like me to stand guard? Like a real soldier? That would also be nice. Like how we just go from the exceptionally creepy and ominous music to the happy cheery music after that conversation. But the only one he says he trusts by him is me. Doesn't seem like there's a perfect solution. I'll just have to go to the lab and be quick about it. The light bulb lit up within Axie. He knew what he had to do. I'll just go find Ink and tell him to stop beefing on Liam. I'll solve this whole conflict in one fell swoop. If he needs someone to beef upon, let it be me. I can take beefing to like peanut butter sandwiches. I'm really the raddest dude, huh, Lana? I'm worried about that too, Axie. Ink is so grouchy and so mean. I suspect he might be dangerous. Do you think he'll really be okay? I don't want you to go alone if there's any sort of risk. Psh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it, me. Let's just work together for my boy Liam's sake. Oh, thank you so much, Axie. You really are the sweetest axolotl in the tank. Felt his heart flutter. The second Ink gets violent, just get out of there. Swim to the lab. Don't get hurt. That's an order, soldier. Roger, Wilco, Commander. I'll go tell that dude what's up. And then Liam will feel a little safer. And then you'll feel safer too, he said in his heart. Okay, Axie. Let's meet up here after we're both done. Maybe then I can get Liam to trust you like he trusts me. He needs all the friends he can get about now. Of course. I'll see you soon. Sooner than soon. Coolest dude ever waved goodbye to his admirer and set off on his mission. I have a bad feeling about this. Because, yeah, after our first initial meeting of him, I don't like where this is about to go. Hopefully I'm not about to fucking die. banging sound was familiar to Axie. It was a tone he heard faintly each night while getting ready for bed. Distant echo in the background as he practiced his somersaults. Normally it was hard to make out, but when the tank devoid of background noise, the banging was remarkably clear. Actually, I'd never paid it much mind until now. It was like the wind or whirring of the void. Something to ignore. Something in the background. White noise. As he headed heroically to his side of the tank, the banging seemed to get louder by the second. When he thought about it, actually recalled the banging being there since his very first night in the tank. Yeah, until now he'd never questioned it. It had never been important. Why question it when his mind was elsewhere? When there were tricks to be learned and life to be enjoyed. Now the banging had confronted him. Actually came across a sight which made it all make sense at once. Okay, what's Hank doing? From the corner of the tank where Hank lived, there he was, running headfirst full speed into a wall. Over and over. Trying to do what exactly? Well, we now know why the thing's cracked over here. Strengthen himself or perhaps break himself. Actually, he wasn't afraid of this guy. It was his job right now to stop Hank from picking on Liam. Another hard pound. Hank turned around to ready himself again, and his eyes filled with surprise. Well, what a shocker. Must be my goddamn birthday. If it isn't actually the arsehole. To what do I owe this honor? Don't tell me you finally decided to bash your head into the glass too. That would make me so happy. No, Hank, but I've come here for an important reason. Oh, and what might that be? Lana and Liam. So this moment, you're going to stop picking on them. Oh boy. For all the stupid things you could have come up to me and said. But hold on, what do you mean exactly? Stop picking on Lana? That bitch making up stories. As for Liam, I'm into giving him what he deserves. My answer is no, I'm not going to stop. That garbage is going in the trash can where he belongs soon enough. Come on, buddy. Just pick on me instead, okay? Leave him out of your bullying. He's sick. Oh, Axie, little moron. I thought I made it very clear earlier that I'd never willingly do you any favors. As much as I'd rather kill you and make your life a living hell instead, there's no way I can just abandon him like that. But hey, don't look so glum. Maybe you'll get your chance with me too someday. However, there are priorities you must follow in life. And picking on Liam is, quite frankly, my biggest. Let's see. How do I put it so even an ignorant like you understands? Do you know what a tier list is? Not that I expect an uncultured swine such as yourself to know about them. Tier list is something that determines the worth of something. And I have a tier list of my own. For this tank and all the annoying shitheads who inhabit it. The most hated on the very bottom. See, Lana is at a normal tier. If that bitch is making up stories, perhaps I'll have to reconsider her position. Ask you, why would I pick on her when literally everyone else in the tank is more annoying? Actually, as for you, you're a high-tier piece of shit. Honestly, to put it quite simply, I just don't like you. Liam, on the other hand, he's something completely different. Different beast altogether. One awful creature. Every second he's still breathing. It kills me a little on the inside, you know? That said, Liam is not long for this world, so you won't have to worry too much longer about me picking on him. Ideally, it would be nice to torture him for a bit first before killing him, of course. Wow, that's so... You've even got me curious. Aside from Lana, I don't really care much about anything else. Since you're a bad guy, but why do you target Lynn most of all? What did he do to you? It might be a reason, but shit if I know. I just hate him with all my being. I bothered boil seeing the fucker. From the moment I saw him. That first day. Fragile body. Useless attitude. Matter which way you slice it, he's a parasite. Useless pile of garbage. I've reached my limit of patience. I'm gonna snuff him out as soon, and this time for good. Are we really so different, Axie? Think about it. All you ever talk about is stalking the only girl in the tank. You're pathetic. Don't kid a kidder, Ink. You're the bad guy here, and I'm the hero who's gonna shut you down and get a happy ending for me and Lana. Such a dumbass, Axie. Corniest, stupid dumbass I could ever imagine. Two axolotls stare at each other with intense determination. Which was stronger? Axie's strange obsession with Lana or Ink's murderous hatred for Liam? Well, it looks like we're about to impasse. Yeah, there's gotta be some way we can solve this. I'm not going back to Lana without good news. If I have to, I'll get the egghead involved too. No way you can beat us together. Ink let out a snarl. Really want to tell your girlfriend that you went to your big brother for help because you couldn't do it alone? Besides, it wouldn't be a problem at all. I'll smash the nerd's glasses right into his skull if need be. Axie bit his tongue. Besides, I'm sure that nerd is cooped up all alone in his lab right now. Probably wouldn't even stop his research for you. Well, yes, he is in his lab, but he's also with Lana. Ah, that's perfect. So you won't bother us if we get a little messy. I know how we can settle this in a civilized manner. How about we play a game? Yes, a simple game. And as much as it pains me to say this, I'll even leave Liam alone if you happen to be the winner. Which you won't be, of course. How's that sound? Do you mean it? Really? Really? However, should you, the hero, or whatever idiotic name you want to call yourself, lose, then you also lose the right to protect Liam. And I can torture him for however long I like until I'm ready to snuff him out of this world for good. How's that for a gamble? True gamble between men. All or nothing. Just think of how happy Lana will be when you tell her the good news. Little dog shit. The fuck are these things? Doesn't it seem like a good idea? We can just cuddle the bullshit and snip snip. Certainly not something I'd offer every day. But for whatever reason, my workout left me in a really good mood today. Actually didn't need to think. He felt something in himself aside from his duty to protect Lana. An excitement to beat Ink at whatever evil, likely unfair game he thought. Actually hadn't realized this about himself before, but he felt like there was some small part of him with a competitive edge. He couldn't lose. All his motivation and skill. Besides, he had love on his side. And love was so much stronger than hate. Alright, Ink. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'll beat you at whatever game you want to play. For the third time in so many minutes, Ink was laughing. God damn. Do you even listen to yourself? So hard not to make fun of you each time you talk. You agreed to the bet before I even named the game or rules. If you have any brains at all, they are certainly made of styrofoam. I need to know the rules. I'm confident I can thwart you in anything. If it's for Lana, yeah, I feel the same. I can beat anyone at anything. If it allows me to smash my parasite's head in. So, what are we doing then? Follow me. Take a look around. They are now in the open waters of the tank. Not like there's any suppliers for traditional games, so why don't we have a competition that needs no tools? Let's you and me have a good old-fashioned race. Actually blinked. Race? Is that it? Oh gosh, I thought you were going to say something a lot more sadistic than that. Only an idiot would appreciate a good, clean, old-fashioned race. Terms are simple. The tank isn't really big enough to make this very long. We'll have to extend the length artificially. We'll start here, side to side. Right now, we're suspended in roughly the center of the tank in terms of height. There are a lot of space above and below us. There are 3 things you'll have to touch in this race. First, we'll go down. You'll need to touch the floor of the tank with both your hands. Next, we'll ascend to the ceiling. As with the bottom, it doesn't count unless you touch the very top with both hands. From there, we'll make a straight line through either side of the void, passing the lab. And our final destination will be the first one who can touch Liam's shitty rock. Once I get there, the first thing I'm going to do is sock him right in this stupid face. Can you wrap your mind around these simple instructions? Or do I need another visual aid, Axie? I got it. First bottom, then top, then we go straight to Liam's. Is that it? That's it, shitful brains. Long as we keep it to those rules, anything goes. Just hope you're not interrupted by those other assholes. I don't think that will happen. They're still inside the lab, like I said. Good. Are you ready? Axie was pumped. He was born ready. He spent all day and all night doing water acrobatics in order to impress Lana. Most importantly, he was probably faster if Ink's speed pounding to all before there was any indication to his speed. But yeah, unfortunately I think he's got a few tricks up his sleeve and he's definitely not going to be playing nice. How are we starting? On a count of 3. We'll both go at the same time. Actually noticed Ink take a deep breath. Spoke with such confidence, but it was possible that he was nervous? I'm serious about this, Axie. I'm about to get fucked. And I ain't making dinner for you afterwards either. 3, 2, 1. Go. Axie dashed ahead without warning. Burst of speed that surprised even him. That's determination for you. Didn't expect that, did ya, Ink? Ink wasn't far behind though. In fact, he was nearly within grasp of Axie's legs. Don't underestimate me, Axie. If there's something I can do better than any shithead in this world, it's charging towards something. As opposed to the sprinting style of Axie, Ink fashioned himself more as an endurance runner. He was slowly starting to catch up and showed no signs of fatigue. No, I can't let him get ahead, even for a second. Think, Axie. Think. Axie couldn't think of anything that would miraculously give him more of an upper hand. So he had to rely on sheer willpower. Push himself as fast as he could go. Finally, the gap between him and Ink widened a little more. Almost. The bottom is right ahead. Ink was now a small yet meaningful distance behind Axie. Alright. At least for right now, I'm in the lead. I did it! I hit the first checkpoint. First. I made it to the floor. Axie hit both of his hands onto the bottom of the tank, feeling the rocky surface of victory. Okay, go me! And now I gotta keep going. Axie braced himself, ready to dive upwards with a burst of speed. But that was interrupted. Ow. 1 second Axie was looking up, and next his head was on the ground staring at some plants. What the heck happened? No time at all, Eric had touched the floor and was already hurling up towards the ceiling. He was nowhere in Axie's immediate sight. Did that guy... Did he just hit me with his tail? There was no time to think about it. Axie swam out furiously. When it got close enough, he started yelling at Ink. Despite knowing that he should have been focusing all his energy on movement. Ink, I thought you said this was going to be a clean fight. Ink had a shit-eating grin on his face. I said anything goes as long as we follow the rules. Or is that not the very definition of fair? Now, if you'll excuse me. Ink used his lead to an even greater extent and headed upwards quickly like a rocket. Axie wasn't done though. Not by a long shot. Not even close. Felt immense power in his heart and shot upwards. Quickly. Like in the first of the last checkpoint, now Axie was the one gaining on Ink. No time I'll be the one to pass him. And Ink stopped. Axie had no time to react. Ink changed his trajectory from up to down. And slammed downwards on Axie's face. Axie felt his direction start to go haywire, and he struggled to stay stable on the same path as before. These days, Ink had used him as a springboard to get more momentum. Now he had even a bigger lead. You cheater! Once again, not cheating, Axie. Remember, anything goes. Axie saw him harder than before, huffing and puffing, chugging as hard as he could. No way he's gonna get me again. After they got through this path upwards, it would be a lot harder for Ink to mess with Axie in the open air of the tank. Coming for you, Ink. As Axie started closing the gap, Ink stopped yet again. Again, a stronger slam towards Axie's head. Dang, it's going too fast. Can't change my direction in such short notice. Ink was priming himself to hit, coming down on Axie like a sledgehammer. No, Ink. Not this time. You got to do a fucking somersault, let's go! Instead of dodging it completely, Axie did what he had been doing all last night, all morning, and all day. Did a somersault. The same one that would inevitably impress Lana. In that somersault he dodged Ink. His hands caught the grip of Ink's tail. Hey, what are you... Ink had no time to grasp the situation he found himself in. So long, great browser. Axie threw him by the tail into the direction of the wall. Ink spun and spun and spun. Meanwhile, Axie floated high towards the ceiling. He had the biggest lead gap in the whole race now. Ink still hadn't even completely recovered by the time Axie put both his hands on the ceiling and felt the cold glass of the tank's top. Made the clear. You're so far behind. As long as I stay on the straight way to Liam's rock, there's no way you can mess with me now. Axie sped along effectively and gracefully. Hero looked to have won. At one point he glanced behind him and saw Ink's sullen, enraged face. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty pissed about that. He passed the beautiful boy and near his lap. Axie felt a string of butterflies stirring in his stomach. Lana was down there. Soon he'd get to see her again. Much as he wanted to just abandon the race and swim down there right this second, that would be no good. Inevitably, she'll be delighted to know that Ink was going to stop picking on Liam. I'll see you soon, Lana. Gave himself another boost as he rocketed past the lab. Ink was nowhere in sight. Axie was absolutely exhausted. Most exhausted an Axolotl had ever been. Probably. But he had done it. And he had done it well. Touched Liam's rock and his home. And immediately collapsed on the side for support. Who's there? Have you finally come for me? Liam! I don't see you, bud. It is I, the incredible Axie. Oh, there you are. Ain't no need to worry. That bully... he won't be picking on you, not ever again. You're safe. All thanks to the hero. It's been an intense race, and if the ending was a little anticlimactic. Catch your teaching to not mess with Lana or her friends. Axie waited for triumphantly on his throne. Turned to the distance. Yeah, he waited another second longer. Then another. Huh. Is this thing truly that slow? Axie. They must have been feeling a little saner than usual. Why do I feel the gaze upon me? So much more in your presence. So yeah, it is us watching them. So much for that. What's wrong, Liam? What are you talking about, bud? What's wrong? How can I even begin to explain? Everything is wrong. Even if the eye wasn't here. Do you know where Lana is? Axie? She's at Neo's. I'm worried about her. She hasn't been gone this long in a while. Can you check on her? And please, take the gaze with you. Axie finally caught his breath. For whatever reason, it didn't seem like Ink was coming. I'll be back in a jiffy. I don't like this. I got a really bad feeling. Axie once again sped off in the direction of the void. Ink, what are you doing? Let me go. Hands were wrapped around her throat. Good fortune, ship brain just happened to be swimming out here alone. Thanks for the tip, Axie. Actually may have won the race, but I'll win the war. Ask again. Just what are you doing? She squirmed around, but Ink was too strong. Whenever she moved, he tightened his grip. Don't like hearing other people whine. Just shut the fuck up until we get out to our destination. Be a good bargaining chip. Leave him alone. He's in enough pain without you going off on him. Oh, don't you worry, you little lying head. You won't be in pain much longer. Can't seem to control my urges today. Lana! Actually, it's showing up. Again, huffing and puffing. Body's so exhausted. Ink, we did the race. Had a deal. Let it go. Axie, you keep confirming you're exactly the moron I know you are. Sure took a while for you to realize I wasn't finishing the race. Just stop. Stop. Let it go. Yeah, sure. I'll let it go. Just for you. Let it go now. Right now. It's very instant. You're always so impatient, Axie. Here's what's going to happen. Gonna swim back to Liam's shitty home, and we're gonna let me end him. Then, and only then, can I guarantee the safety of your shitty thought. Actually clenched his jaw. Not letting you do that. Better not give it into his demands, Axie. Protect Liam. He's in a lot of pain. Shut up. That's exactly why he needs to die. It's worthless. Ink squeezed tighter on her throat. This is nothing. Liam's gone through way worse. Actually, he had a tough face on, but inside he was sweating. Lana. He had to get her out of this situation somehow. But she wanted to keep Liam safe above everything, and he knew it. Not letting you near him. But you better let it go. Can't stand this. Well, Axie, looks like you and I have reached yet another impasse. This time I'm not going to be nice. Wanna play this the hard way? The messy way? Ink made a nosedive towards Lana in a tow. Axie was quick to follow. What are you doing? Ink stopped just above the surface of the floor. I had to go through all of you to get to that son of a bitch. And so be it. I will not hesitate. Lana. Ink smashed her head into the floor. Over and over. Wanna change your mind? Axie, don't. Was that blood on her forehead? Better make up your mind on what you want to do quick. Don't know if she can take too much more of this. Maybe I should just get rid of her. Chuck her into the... Heart pounding. Actually felt his mind starting to fade. He felt something in him break. You hurt her? Actually charged forward, fast and determined. Knocked Ink away from Lana in a swift smack. Axie. In his rage, Axie didn't even look to see if she was alright. Don't hurt Lana. Ink was on the floor, about to get up when Axie grabbed him. How do you like it? Axie smashed his head into the floor. You fucker. I'm used to this. Axie didn't stop. It kept the momentum going and smashed him yet again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Axie. Axie, please stop. Words fell on deaf ears. You hurt Lana? That's unforgivable. And just what are you going to do about it? Axie swam upwards a few minutes holding ink. Then he swam forward and crashed downwards, putting him head first right into the ground. I've gotta admit, this is all I've wanted. Shut up. You had a feeling that deep down inside, actually, that there's definitely some dark hidden secret. Axie kept pounding him into the ground. That's enough, Axie. I said that's enough. I love her so much. And I can't stand you. What are you doing, Axie? Axie was flying towards the center of the tank. Axie, you can let me go now. Piece of shit. No. Axie was near now. Nearer to the void. It cackled and rumbled. Axie could feel its hunger pains. And he knew he had to appease it. You're not going to. If you do, it will haunt you your fucking nightmares. Axie, Ink, what are you doing? You must have heard the commotion from outside its house. Stay back, Neo. Neo looked worried. It observed the void closely, but always carefully. Axie right now was entirely too close for comfort. I don't know what's going on. I've been busy for a while now. But Axie, whatever kind of game this is, you need to stop. That's right, Axie. Stop. Axie felt like he wasn't in control of himself anymore. The image of Ink throwing down Lana into the dust, making her bleed, kept flashing over and over in his head. When would he have stopped? Would he have stopped before she died? Would have killed her. And for that, he needs to die. All it took was one hard shove. And Ink was chucked right into the middle of the void. He was screaming now, an unnatural primal scream of pain and terror. In an instant, it consumed him, engulfed him, fed on him. His body dissolved into the mass, not a speck of dust left. I mean, he kind of had it coming to him. The thunder cackled, and a strange digestive-like sound emitted from the area Ink was absorbed into. Axie was shaking, so slightly. For a few seconds, there was only that whirring over the void, newly appeased. Let's just hope that Axie doesn't become like Ink, because we definitely don't need another one of him around. What the hell is that? Axie? You swam to comfort him. Leave me alone. He had to be calm. Calm. Cool as a cucumber. The one that would hurt Lana was gone now. Now she would be safe. Where was she anyway? Oh, she's right next to him. slap across his face. How could you? She was crying. He was a terrible person. He did terrible things. But you just killed him. You killed him. In cold blood. It was for you, Lana. I didn't have a choice. We could have locked him up somewhere. Anything. She was quivering. That was terrible, Axie. I can sort of guess what happened, though. Just to Lana's injuries. Still, it must have been something else. Axie was full of bullying now. I'm sorry. That's not the way the coolest dude should ever act. Quiet. Just leave me alone for now. Swam quickly back towards her side of the tank. I'm gonna need for you to tell me what happened. Not now. I need time to practice my somersault in order to impress Lana. Axie disappeared towards his side of the tank, now completely barren of anyone else except him. Nina stood there, looked at the void a second, but it seemed as though the immediate chaos had passed. Wow, to think it would happen like that. It looked horrible. He admitted that much to himself. But still, that was very, very interesting. Message from earlier today. He was right. Conflicts in the tank may lead one of you to kill another. The void will be very interesting to observe. What will it spew out tomorrow? Done a lot of experiments on the void these past few weeks, but never one like this. Can't say I like the way this turned out. Not one bit. Is there really only one path that leads back home? The hell did you want from us? RB? Oh. So RB actually stands for something. RB Axolotl. Oh, we're back here again. There you are. Thank goodness. It seems as though my alerts are working as intended. I'm not sure what happened, but you must be pretty out of it. Now that I'm here with you, I don't mind if you take a second to wake up and familiarize yourself with this new environment. No, you can't stop me. Stop you? I've got something very important that I have to do. Listen, I'm the only one here. We're in my territory, and I'm on your side. However, your essence is in a fragile state now. I can only imagine what must have transpired inside the tank. So, it's like the void sentient or something? My essence. Please just tell me. Did I get him? Can the suffering finally end? Is that what happened? A scuffle must have caused you to float out into... Yeah, that. I think I understand now. We'll have to attempt a more personalized version of the plan. In all honesty, it does not surprise me that you'd be the first one to come here. A disappointment, even in death, I see, Ink. I suppose I should be impressed that you lasted as long as you did. Anyway, just give it a moment. Fighting will only make the pain worse. You'll adjust to this in no time. We all do. Oh. Wait, so is this another axolotl or something that got thrown into the void at some point? What? Look, I need you to answer my questions. Where are we, and who am I? To put it simply, this is the space between realities. An area connecting all facets of life that my kind calls that. The void you came through is a very small part of this vastness. Really, you should be thanking me with every ounce of humility you have. Without me, you'd just keep floating on, and likely you would succumb to madness. Fate worse than death, trust me. Your essence is weak, Hank, but with my guidance, we can make it stronger. You have no body here, no vessel, not even an audible voice. The only way we're having this conversation is because I arranged your essence in such a manner so that we may communicate. Over your sense of identity, even your name is up to my choosing. In a way, right now, you're like a set of building blocks. But no matter what form, you always have your essence. What makes you, you. And for now, I'm naming you Eknios. Eknios? So that's me. Ink for short. I tend to like nicknames. Ink is the name you just had in your brief period as an axolotl. I'm not rearranging your identity this time around because I have not given up on the hope that your current incarnation may become useful to me in the upcoming war. War? And who just the hell are you? I'm the embodiment of a nickname myself, you see. You can call me Rock Bottom, RB. Or RB for short if you'd like. And I am the benevolent god that saved you from the wretchedness of your existence. There are many more questions I'm sure you'd like answers for, but most questions you would need to answer for yourself, or you may reject their answers down to your very core. And that would not be a part of the plan. I will expend some of my own energy right now to help you. I'd like to see how much you can remember. It's time for you to reflect on your life. Not the short life you just lived, but the ones before. Oh god, that's bright. My eyes. Your life as a human. Where are we? How does it feel being here again? That last place. I was calm, but this? Like I said, this is this place. My memories, I can feel it. It's on the tip of my tongue. There's no rush. Get comfy. Remembering an entire existence is a very complicated thing. We started a long process. Rest will come in time if you let it. How can I be happy with just this? Feel like I need to know more. How can I learn more? That enthusiasm is great, but do what you want to remember, even if it's painful. Do you want to remember, even if it's tragic? By not remembering immediately, your essence may be attempting to protect you. If we're not careful, your mind may unravel itself, may become unstable and insane. From all this talk, it sounds like you know me from somewhere before. So, I hope you didn't forget who I am. I'm already insane. And besides, I need to remember. I need to stop that fucking banging. Banging? Remember, you have no form here. No, dumbass. That banging. That fucking banging. My fucking soul. Sounds like you want to accelerate the process. While doing that, there is something, a condition of which I think you should know about. Think of it as a guideline rather than a rigid requirement. I told you before that my name was RB, right? I'll be straight to the point then. From this point onwards, till I dismiss you or until the end of time, I'm now your master. I'm your master, and you are my minion. That is the nature of our relationship henceforth. Huh? I don't really get what's going on. But now you're saying that I'm some sort of slave? Being a pawn is not a new concept for you. The moment you entered the tank, you were following my plan. You may be my minion, but I'm not an unfair master. All I'm saying is that generally it would be wise for you to follow any task that you may receive from me. Following my orders willingly, I can help you make your wildest dreams come true. Even the one regarding him. You mean... I can recall a little bit now. Know this place. The stupid tank. A dumb fuck Axie. That miserable pile of garbage, Liam. If whoever you are, rock bottom, or whatever, you become my master, I will never betray you. That's the way it's going to go. Dumbass. I knew what kind of person you were when I saved your essence. After you died, Ink. One day when you have matured, I will tell you a great many secrets. Till then, there's no way you could comprehend how important this is. Do not blame your ignorance. But if you work with me, we can save countless lives. May do as you wished when you have acquired more information. Right now, you are a fetus, incomplete. But if we are lucky, one day I will help you harness your experiences so you can grow stronger. I don't understand anything you said, except for the master and slave part. Hope you don't mind if I make up my own nickname for you, since you like nicknames so much. Don't want to call you RB, and master is too degrading for my taste. How does Bracket Boy sound? You know, due to the stupid way you talk. Because of the freaking brackets. Okay, I'll give it to him for that one. You're free to do as you wish, despite how lame and predictable your name is. Do not make me regret choosing you as one of my special candidates. In order to remember this place, I think it's important that you have a little alone time. If I stay here, you'll keep getting distracted. I can handle whatever bullshit you throw at me, Bracket Boy. Leave you to it then. My time is valuable, and I cannot possibly micromanage every minion scattered across every reality. For your own sake as well as the others, I hope your experience here is a fruitful one. Yeah, assuming that maybe they were like, scientists at some point, and then one of their experiments got wrong and then they got sucked into the void, maybe? Yeah, I'm just kind of theorizing at the moment, but I'm sure we'll find out later. Damn. It's really gone. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have rocked the boat so much. But oh well. That's just who I am. Either way, times like these where all to bang into really comes in handy. It always seems to calm me down. Perhaps a soothing mantra is needed in order to cool my nerves before I really take a good look around this room. Okay, deep breath and burn Liam's flesh off. That does make me feel a little better. But man, that asshole, Bracket Boy, calling me lame. You know, he might be right though. If I had to listen to myself, I'd probably go insane. Or kill myself. But messing around with the lowest common denominator is just in my nature. So I guess it's time to face whatever the fuck my past is. Well, what's the worst that could happen? I don't know why, but it's a little scary to explore the rest of this room. Even look slightly upwards. This desk is probably my desk. Alright, time to stop believing a weenie. Time to stop being a weenie. Gotta lift my head now. Okay. Huh? Is this it? Huh. So this is what I was so afraid of. Just a goddamn computer monitor. The place isn't bad at all. In fact, it might even be kinda comfy here. Wonder if I can use it. Maybe. I wonder if this computer still works. Use this thing a lot, I think. Trying to press some keys. And... right, nobody here. Well, it looks like Bracket Boy decided to give me a hand. You fucking serious? Just a single hand? Well, I guess that's all I need to use a computer. How do I make this shit move? Move, damn it. There we go. Right, what do I want to do? Wonder if this computer has any games or movies I can watch. Yeah, that last option. Watching a show sounds nice. Sounds calming. Sounds like it would help distract my mind from all this bullshit around me. Now this is a good choice. This is the episode where the scientist asked the drug lords to tell him his name. Classic. If only I had some popcorn. Hank, just what are you doing? What? Who the hell is that? Did I give you permission to watch something? What the hell is going on? I hear a voice behind me, but I can't even turn around. You know who it is, don't you? Yeah. I can smell someone that disgusting from miles away. What do you want from me, Liam? Ugh, I don't like that. Oh, you know, silly me. Just making sure my best pal Hank is well taken care of. I don't need your fucking help. Just buzz off and let me enjoy my show. That's right, get out of my face. Or else... Such anger. It looks like all these TV shows are running your brain. Just let Liam take care of you for now. Yes, that's good. Stop that. Where did my hand go? Oh, that? It's mine now. Thought you might try to move it. So I tied it behind your back. Why? What the hell? What a cranky boy you are today. Hey, where are we going? One thing that always seems to calm you down is food, right? Well, it's time for dinner. That sounds... Bon appetit. Delicious dinner I prepared for you. What the hell is going on? It's your favorite meal. Pills, pills, pills. And more pills. Hey, man. Stop. I'm already full, okay? I'm tired of eating these pills day after day. I said stop. Stop shoving them in my mouth. I'm full. I'm full. I'm really full. Nonsense. A grown boy needs to eat. Needs to eat, needs to eat. You only feel good after you eat enough of these pills. Now I remember. I was cooped up with a monster for a very long time. One day I'll escape, take my revenge. But yeah, it looks like those two definitely had a history together before they got into the tank. Damn it, I need real food. Without it, I'm dead. Need to get rid of you so I can be free. I'll escape from you one day, Liam. Get my revenge. Let's keep going. Keep dreaming of freedom. Revenge. 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 Oh, that's kind of creepy that it's going for the full screen thing. But yeah, Ink definitely has a lot of anger in him. Okay, yeah, we get it. It's been years now. Years since I was able to escape. Years since I've been able to take control of my life, whatever the hell that means. Sometimes it's like he's still there. Most of the time, actually, no, that can't be true. Took him away. Liam, he's locked away in a psychiatric ward. I escaped, but he's still there. Why? That's why I got to Axine. I don't end up there too. What the hell is the saying about falling asleep at noon, waking up at 3 p.m.? Can't help but I feel like my childhood self would be disappointed, even if my memories of that time are hazy. God damn it. My head hurts. The room is overwhelmingly hot. I just wanna fucking die. It's all because of that degenerate shit. There's only one person who is to be held accountable. Took him away, but I never got my revenge. Sometimes I wish he was here, so I could rip off his head. To pass the time, I like to play games on my computer. Games are supposed to be fun. Now it's something I do to enjoy life. Pass the time until another chance. Another shitty day before I inevitably kill myself. At this point, I'm disappointed just about every person who ever knew about me. My teacher, every friend, my parents. There's only one way out of this mess. I can speak louder than words, and then I can finally be rid of that asshole Liam forever. One thing I never understood was why. Why did he do this to me? I'll be you fucking asshole. Answer me. Some point in the haze, or the decades, and I'd already gotten my so-called freedom from Liam, made my decision. I climbed to the top of the biggest building I could find. I feel strong up here. Climbing through many years of dirt and mud, just to reach this point. You can't stop me now, not alone. If I jump, can it finally be over? But wasn't there a promise or something I had to keep? Okay, so maybe they weren't scientists. Maybe they were getting experimented on? Because he did mention Liam being in a psychiatric, mental ward type of thing. So maybe he ended up there as well, and they just kind of ended up being at the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe? Welcome back. I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious as to how you are feeling. Perhaps the whole picture was not clear yet. If you're patient, I'm sure that will resolve itself. Why? Why did he ruin my life? He made me the way I am. Made this piece of shit you see today. But why did he do it? Why would he cripple me from life? Let me tell you something. Do you know why you're here with me in this place, Ink? Most people would never experience any sort of thing. Have you even the faintest idea? No idea. It's because of that thing you did, right at the very end, and the feeling you had when you died. So, will you let me do something I never got to do in life? Will you let me take revenge on him? Please, whoever you are, God or Satan or RB, please let me go back and kill Liam. It's the only thing I want to do. Then maybe I can rest in peace. Oh my Yank, that kind of decision making is another great reason to have you in my army. Get ready then. This time you'll even have a taste of my blessing, of the power I could bestow upon you should you become my minion permanently. You should feel honored by this virtue or grace I bestowed upon you. This is your last chance in the tank. Otherwise, I will have to resort to more drastic measures. Feel free to resolve your deepest, darkest desires when you get back there, and bring back a good story. I get it. What you're asking from me is just to be myself? Precisely. Follow your instincts. Oh. I wanted to check